There are concerns that horses are being abused again at a LaGrange County farm. Good evening, I'm Brett Thomas.
And I'm Heather Herron. It's the second time this horse owner has been investigated in the last several months, but authorities say he will not face charges. Newschannel 15's Angelica Robinson joins us now with more.
This is our second time making a trip to this property off North State Road 9 in LaGrange County. We talked with the property owner both times, who says he isn't doing anything wrong.
These pictures, posted to social media and shared thousands of times, have sparked outrage among people near and far. The horses belong to Larry Meyer, who says he buys them in poor condition and rehabilitates them. Meyer declined to speak with us on camera today, but says he's frustrated by the false reports of animal abuse and neglect. The most recent complaint was filed with the LaGrange County Sheriff's Department, who called in a vet from the State Board of Animal Health to evaluate at least 3 horses yesterday afternoon. Dr. Sandy Norman says they use a body scoring system to rate the condition of the animals.
We'll do that evaluation. We'll also evaluate the circumstances that the horse is under. Do they have food? Do they have water?
Despite accusations that they were being starved and neglected, investigators found that the horses had food and water and were up to date on vaccinations. Meyer reportedly provided receipts that indicated he bought the animals at an auction last week. Last September, a similar investigation was conducted on a different group of horses. In that case, no criminal charges were filed.
He is allowed to purchase those animals and rehab them if he would like to.
Norman says it could take weeks or months to rehab them.
Remember that when he buys that horse in that condition, it didn't get into that condition when he bought it. It got into that condition before he bought it.
Meyer told Newschannel 15 that one of the horses he recently purchased did die. The others are on the mend.
There's horses that can take weeks or months, and that just depends on the horse's condition and what the difficulties are with rehabbing.
The Board of Animal Health can only make recommendations to law enforcement in animal abuse or neglect cases. In this case, the Sheriff's Department decided not to pursue criminal charges based on the investigation. In studio, Angelica Robinson, Newschannel 15.